Hmm. Well, this works without a problem, which means it definitely was the fucking server, wasn't it? Pain in the ass. Well, hello there, people. I can see that this is live now. Which means my bet has been quite good. Because, you know, I was sitting here already for half an hour waiting for fucking Anno to update itself, and I was like, why? Why has my internet suddenly decided to become a slug? It wasn't my internet that has become a slug. No. It actually was. Freaking Anno fucking update server going like merp. Don't like it. Try to play another day then, Beach Boy. Which is basically what it was. Now, since we have already lost quite a bit of time, I'm getting more tired by the minute actually. Let us set things up. Like this, and set sail. Now. What are we gonna do today? Well, it is a valid question. We shall go to the old world, and we're going to start building shit up. No, that was not what I wanted to click. Basically, the idea is this. We have quite a few people on most of our islands, and I'm going to upgrade quite a few of those to worker state, so that the individual islands actually make more money. Now, the problem with upgrading just a bunch of workers is A, it costs resources, rather obviously, I know, but B, not only does it cost you resources, it also comes with the added nice effect that your workers eat more resources. Which means my idea is like this. We're going to build the farmers up until we have like 100 or so left of them.
A new milestone.
And basically plus 100 in workers. And then we're going to see what happens. What I think will happen is that, of course, the workers are going to start, you know, eating more of our resources. Which means we're going to lose massively in the way of things sooner or later. And as long as this process is happening, we're gonna watch each individual island, and, well, worst comes to us, we're gonna try to up the production. I'm also going to check that every island actually has, you know, like at least a fire station. Potentially, I would like to have a police station too, because, much as I like to say it, my workers are not gonna be happy. And as I can tell you from experience, it tends to backfire somewhat. So basically, just select my little police station, and I see I have one here. And I go back here, select the fire station, I can see, oh, I have a fire station here. Easy peasy. Now do that for every bloody island, and you will see that things happening. It's also the time where I will use to actually build myself some depots everywhere, so I can actually, you know, get some resources out of it. There he is, little Papagag. And I finally found your little messiah. An Anno stream. By yours truly. Nice to see you. Always nice to have you around. Pretty sure you heard my introduction, but it's time to, you know, be revolutionizing all the farmers into the proper working force. Which is going to require a bit of patience, to put it mildly. Also, do we not have a police station on this island? I don't think I actually have. And I will not allow them to revolt. Because, honestly, believe me, those workers, they probably will. Now then, let's see here. I want you all to pay more taxes. What do you say? Yes? Very good. Taxation. What a splendid invention. I mean, you know, I get how you get people to understand the idea of taxation. I'm like, okay, you want public services. You want stuff from your government. We can give you that stuff. If you pay us taxes. Yes, pay taxes. Nice and easy. And that's when things get horribly wrong, usually. And I do mean horribly wrong. Because in order to manage said taxes, you would need, of course, a lot of bureaucracy. Which means you have a full-time apparatus that's costing tax money. Which means a lot of your money that you're paying in taxes and actually not end up, you know, in the public areas. Instead, it's spent on the people actually managing shit. That's not good. You don't reach the last area. Yeah, that is not gonna fit either. And I guess we can just hope that they will never ever revolt back here. Yes, let us hope that the people back here are more civilized than everybody else. We can hope, can't we? But yeah. Taxation. Such a nice little concept.
Has returned from its voyage.
Why did I send you back, actually? I had something... I had a plan with you. You were supposed to pick something up, weren't you? Oh yeah, you're supposed to pick up animals for, my little colony. Right, I had completely forgotten. Yes, we will get to Skane in just a short minute. Skane should still be, actually very good, now that I think about it. I have kept it, how to put this mildly, in a pristine state, basically. I shall show you. Just let me even send this ship on its little journey. And down you go. Now, it's not the right island. Skane, the old world Skane, is still doing good. It will get a few more workers shortly. Basically, we're going to do the long turnaround and build a few more workers, and then we're probably going to... Actually, I do have the influence again to buy shit. Before I forget that, actually, let me take a look around. There's no island here, so the old fox lady could only really build islands here, I think. Routes.
People celebrate your leadership.
Are there still unclaimed islands? I mean, it has a name, but it's an unsettled island, which doesn't make much sense. Technically speaking, whoever would, you know, get the island would name it. Alas, the game has decided that just calling every island unsettled island is probably a bit annoying. Okay, I get it. But there are a few left. We kind of have to, you know, take a regular look here that bloody old lady isn't starting to settle herself again. She should still be... yeah, no threat whatsoever. Her economy is shit. Her money is shit. Military is shit. I'm pretty sure we have a pretty good deal so far. Not good. Yeah, so what I'm assuming is going to happen is if I start upgrading my people to workers, they will eat more, they will drink more, they will consume more, which is good. Consumerism rules leads to more taxes, and as long as I'm collecting them, I'm very happy with that. It also sadly means that my people are probably going to be getting a bit potentially uppity. Wouldn't want that now, would we? Why can't this just ever fit like I wanted to? Right. It would be too easy. Like you reached a new milestone. Yeah, we have reached this particular milestone on like every single island so far. Didn't really take us long even. Also, we're gonna take a look in Embessa at your Ikeen. That too will get a nice short look, because I do want to basically do the same thing in Embessa. The first new world we discovered. The desert one? Yes, the desert one. Ikeen is in Embessa. Yes, yes, that's how I remembered. E is in E. And S is in O. Yes, that's absolutely not gonna get confusing. And then, police station. The people of Rick's Roost have never rebelled. They've never shown a sign of disobedience, and still we're gonna put police right in front of them going like, okay, think about it, don't do it.
You reached a new milestone.
I'm sure they understand the basic message. One can only hope, of course. Now then, this down here is the last island we have to deal with, I suppose. It has a nice capacity already because it has the max upgraded thingy. But still, you know, if I start doing it like this, I'm not gonna stop. Also, you don't produce any bricks, do you? No. You do not, in fact, produce any bricks. That ain't all that good for you. Raboom.
A new milestone.
So I think if we have like, you know, 100 or so farmers, that should be more than enough. Basically. Just because we do have to kind of expect that we will probably need to upgrade. Actually, this island makes a nice amount of money already. I start upgrading this even more. We'll get even more nice money. Yeah, no, we don't have a police station yet. And we do need to get some resources down here. So that one ship that I just sent to in the Basara probably will have to come back and deliver some bricks down here. I mean, I could put some on one of the ships that's moving around, potentially, but it seems like effort. And I feel like a relaxed game. Not at all like doing some effort. Police station. Do you have a
People
police station?
celebrate your leadership.
You do not have a police station, and you will probably need at least 2. Yep. Do you have a fire station? You have a fire station, and it's basically making sure nothing goes wrong.
You reached a new milestone.
Like, you reach a new milestone, you don't say. We reach new milestones every single day. Now, you have a fire station. You do not have a police station. That's not good. Because I do feel like my people are a lot more prone to getting unhappy if this continues. And so I would very much like to, you know, do the smart move and be aware beforehand. Is this going to fit? Probably not. Probably not. 3 cannon towers at every type of scale. We can probably do this. Just give me a second to finish my turn up before we do the next turn down. No! Upgrade! Now, we have that out of the way. This island already has a nice amount of workers, but we still have a nice lot of farmers, so it's probably not a bad idea to, you know, waste a few more. Okay, we have this. We have a fire station. Now we have another fire station. We have... We do have a nice capacity here. But we do not yet have... depose. Also, I think to build things like cannon towers on scale, I actually need to get weapons down there, because Scale is not actually producing any weapons. Actually, it's not producing any iron, because, well, Scale doesn't really have any... Or is it producing iron? Still 200 more, eh? 62, that's getting a bit closer. Yeah. Like, okay, let's build here. No, he's probably not gonna like that. At all. Okay. One more depot. Nice and simple. One more little fire station. Do we actually need one? I don't think so. You don't have any police. The problem with the police is, while mostly your people will rebel in their homes for some reason, sometimes they will actually strike your production lines. The little cunts. Weird, this island actually has a problem. We don't actually have enough wind farmers. Do I actually have a ship sitting around?
Ship of the line reporting in.
I'm pretty sure I sent you away, didn't I? I guess I should probably give you a destination. I'm sorry, ship. That was my own fault. I'm stupid. Actually, for the purpose of this exercise, since we need to ship some things around anyway, we could probably just build a new ship. Then I can actually also get some cannons down to Skagen. Should make things a lot easier. Now, I'll wait for this ship to be produced. Let us think about this particular nonsense. This island makes a whooping minus 690. Well, considering just how much nonsense we have on it, understandable. But not really satisfactory, I'd say. Why is there just a random piece of street sitting in my way? Jesus, that is the sort of thing that really annoys people, if given half a chance. Okay. Now we do need more farmers on this island. In any way, shape or form we need them. And after all, I am trying to make the old world actually once and for all profitable enough to, how to put this mildly, carry the colonies basically. And Vessa is not really my favorite area, to put it mildly. And at this point in time, it is actively costing me money. Which is not nearly as fun and dandy as it might sound. I mean, we still have enough space down here. We can expand down here. Actually, we could somewhat probably make use of some of the natural islands resources. We could. Potentially. Maybe. For the moment, we have reduced it by, well, almost 100.
Whatever you do, Master,
I'm
keep doing
assuming... Are you still in range? Yeah, but it's getting thin. It's getting thin. Your blood is getting thin. We need to do something about this. Alright, let's just build a few more houses and see what happens. I mean, a few rows of houses is actually more than enough to actually, you know, make sure we're not bankrupting self. I will not build an engineer just yet. The engineer will actually have to wait until we're finished with the Cape. Cape Trailer Way, I want to say. As soon as I'm finished with that and before I actually reach the next new world, I will actually build my first engineer. To make a really bit of a celebration out of that, basically. You know, tease yourself a bit. That looks horrible. Yeah, it looks very horrible. I'm pretty sure I have pretty much everything that I can, apart from the stuff that requires the rum. Because that would be required to be, you know, in the other new world. Apart from that, pretty happy. In there too. Fur coats. I guess I could start producing fur coats. Yes, I could, technically speaking. Or I could buy them. I don't want to though. That seems like a very pricey endeavor. Probably something we should do once we have, yeah, a net plus actually. Once that is secured, we shall maybe potentially even buy some resources for us. For the moment though, the main problem is probably going to be that my people are going to start starving. Also, there's a fire somewhere, isn't there? Okay, since the game has been running for a second... Yeah, you can't fool me, I've already been to the new world. 2 of them actually. Because as long as you haven't discovered them, Ambessa and the Cape are both new worlds. Do you produce your own Schnapps Island? You don't. Right? Yes, you're actually getting it delivered. And everything else seemed to be okay. Don't worry, once I have built up everything nice and dandy and I had my share of rambling about nonsense, we shall indulge ourselves in our curiosity. The next new world. And everything has to be in a bit of order, you know? I can be very particular about some things. Has my ship actually finished at some point? Nope. But it's almost there. See, we have almost a new ship. Once we have that, we can start building those cannon towers. I mean, I can also sail around and get, you know, some bricks everywhere, which is also pretty neat. Apart from that, everything... I'll probably stop selling that for a moment, because we probably need that. The workers will probably make everything just content and not overly happy.
Milestone.
I can probably get away with another one, yeah. But content is enough for me, honestly. They don't really need more.
Constructed.
There it is. Okay.
Good and ready.
Now then, a little skein. What do I have
Crime
left?
is out of control.
Where? Only in Shrellerway, I think, there are islands that we haven't built on yet. Wait, isn't this the island? Yeah, actually, this is the island I just built up. What are my fire trucks doing? Could you stop fucking around and actually... Yeah. Like the fire's out of control. You don't say. I can actually show you. In the world map. Away. There is one island down here.
Your harbor is
One
under
island up
attack.
here. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Apparently nothing. Okay, have you taken care of the fire yet? You don't. You bunch of puny idiots, could you please? Back to Cape Railway. As I said, the most southern island of Groningen is not yet settled. The Verbone is an unsettled island. The Trecuve, I assume, oh, some strange accentigule over the teams. Quite French to me. Then we have Quakelot, apparently, and La Marine. There are still a few islands. Crown Falls. You mean this massive bitch? Actually, is Crown Falls? Yeah, Crown Falls is actually making a nice amount of money at this point. My little colony is quite good. As you can see, it has some minor production going on. Because the island has basically everything I could want for. It has potato fertility, it has grain fertility, and hops fertility, which means everything up into including beer can be produced here. I also started producing iron, mostly, you know, for the bars, of course, the beams. But also because I wanted some weapons, so I can actually start building a fleet here if the need ever arises. Then, you know, some brick production, some wood production, and I even, you know, somewhat started setting up the artisan production. I started off with, you know, making some nice little windows and sewing machine factory.
Fire left ruins behind.
Medium unsettled island. That's a vague statement, but I'll take care of it. But I have to do one thing after the other. Sadly, I'm not that good at multitasking, honestly. It's one of those lessons, you know. One of those very important lessons you need to learn. Either you are good at multitasking or not. Personally, I'm not. Oh no, those are the first on my list actually. That's what I mean, because if I start doing something else in the Cape now, I will probably forget about them. Which is why... Skein. Skein has... Oh, I mean, we still have weapons. Okay, so... If I were to build cannons, I can build the mounted guns and the cannon towers, right? Yes. Yeah. That's 30 already, so that would be all of the guns we have, and that costs 5. Okay, so I do need at least... You know what, let's actually pack just a straight 50 into our ship. We can actually use the rest of the capacity of the ship to sail the bricks to the other islands where we need to build police stations. That should save ourselves some trouble, because we can use the ship multiple ways and then we can sell it once we get tired of it. Or send it to somewhere where we actually need the production capabilities, or shipping capabilities in this case. One of those and bricks. Now which of the islands? Yes. Starting here, we're going here, then we're going over to Skane. Ah, everything in order. Isn't that nice? Now back to Korozova, my apparently Russian land, I will say. And building a few more people. I mean, we have enough farmers now that we can probably just up things by building a few more workers, and that should probably put us in the net positive. I mean, I do want to have, you know, a bit of an extra reserve of farmers, especially on islands where I actively do farm.
You reached a new milestone.
But at least every island in the old world should make some money for me. It not just cost me money. Because once we have reached that, we can actually let the old world be the old world, basically, and be like, okay, we're done. Good. And then stop selling that like this, and stop selling that like that. We need to set this up better.
Ship under attack.
250, that's 125, isn't it? 125. Okay, what's my max capacity? 175. Damn it. Okay, let's say until 100. That seems reasonable. And same for you. Sell till 100.
I don't expect you'll show mercy.
Yeah, no, I will not.
You and your long clothes.
Yes, my claws. That's the problem. Not the fact that you're a bitch about everything. See, it's a bit annoying because I have to set it up once completely, but once it is set up, we can actually ignore the old world and concentrate on other things. See? There's this almost system to this madness. Now then, you still have a nice amount of farmers. You will not have for long. Rabam. Rabam. 119, that is okay. But that could potentially fuck over my productions quite a bit. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll see. Now then, have you arrived?
Ready for a challenge.
You have. How nice of you. This is built. This island is built up. This island is built up. And this island is built up. And this island is not built up. Expeditions. What actually was going on? Alright, I was sending my ships around doing and collecting shit for me. But the icy blizzard, trapped in the snow. And the furious blizzard relents. The exploration party see the mountain pass ahead is blocked. That's bad. Some say the rough terrain can be crossed. Others say they saw a small fork in the path not far back. Raboomed 30% for navigation.
Be not afeard of splinters.
There's not much of a detour. The going is steady, and before long the bonfire of the base camp appears in view. The blizzard is something to tell the grandchildren, provided frostbite doesn't see to that. What they're basically implying is that their little peepees have been frozen off, so no grandchildren. Yeah, and now you will have that image in your head too, because I will not suffer this alone. Good whale hunting, again. This ship, I don't know its name, I think it's the Mirabelle. It always has whale hunting. There's that one 85% bonus. Yeah. A feat of strength for a gratuitous skill. The harpoon impales the leading whale that the rest of the school collides with its body. The advance being suddenly and brutally stopped. Ship leaves without a scratch. Sadly, also not with any whale.
She said fair enough.
How saddening. Like one of your ships is under attack. Yeah. Yeah, be pirates here. You could make a sign. No, even though it's just barely, we are making money. Okay. Has the ship reached the next harbor? Actually, the next harbor was where? Was it here? No. Was it here? No, it was this one, wasn't it? Yes. Okay, it's gonna take you a while. Okay, let's actually make sure that my people are not busy starving.
Sleep, humdrum.
Fascinating, but shut up.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Okay, what is your problem? What's your problem with the pup? Don't you have a pup? You have a pup. Why are you such a bitch about it? Hmm. I mean, you don't have a... Do you have a connection road here? What the fuck, game? Are you kidding me? Oh. That explains it. It was like, why game? Why are you doing this? Okay game, you are forgiven. I see the error of my ways. For once, I will admit it was my own fault. Okay, that should make you happy. I do also would like to have a church, but considering the more than difficult terrain I built this particular part on, yeah, ain't much hope that's going to fit well. Also, it's probably not going to be doing wonders for your money, isn't it? Okay, if I build this here, people will mostly be happy. I mean, these people will not 100% be happy. But hey, I'm somewhat happy. I'll take it, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to start a fucking sausage production on every bloody single island. That would start getting annoying rather quickly.
And lush and green.
We still have a rather high amount of farmers here. So I guess actually that is not a bad idea. Why am I always having such trouble finding the church symbol? That's not going to do wonders for wood production. Then again, I will pretty much forget. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I'm just waiting for the fucking ship. It's slow as fuck. Basically, the ship is going down to this island. And from there we're going to sail over to Skane. It's just going to deliver its bricks and the weapons, and then we have Kentowns. See? But since I can't just sit around and doing nothing while waiting for that, because that would be somewhat unproductive, I'm actually using the time to make sure my people are happy, because happy people are productive people. I mean, they want sausage, but they're not going to get any. I know, it would make things so much easier. It's not like I haven't played this game before to the part where you actually have engineers. But honestly, I do kind of like to play it a bit like, you know, a revolution, I guess? Because the engineers are kind of a good symbol of that, I'd say. So I kind of like to tease it out a bit, basically.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Yes, we all know the people have strange tastes, but... no matter how you turn this ain't going to work out too well for my wood production. Again, I don't really need much wood production. Honestly, even if this works at like 50%, not even a fucking problem. Just putting it mildly. Right shot. Yes, satisfy my workers, people happy again. But yeah, cargo ships would actually be damn well amazing at this particular point. I'll give you that much. Can't even argue with you there. Still, it's such a step forward. A huge step forward, actually. Technology-wise, even.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
How nice of you.
Time the rigging.
Yeah. That is one thing I actually don't like. I would very much like to just click it. I mean, I could probably do it with a ED click, but... I mean, the game should understand that if I'm lying at harbor, I would probably like to just unload with a simple left click. Should know it. Ground falls gross. Misclicked. Yeah. Wow. Okay, game. I'll take it. Whatever you just did, I will graciously look the other way. Okay, now can we squeeze a church in here? I say we can. It's gonna look somewhat funky, but we can. Oh, that's a funky looking church. Right, has the ship arrived? It has not yet arrived. Of course not. Would have been too easy. Where's the ship? There. Okay, so at least at the very least, it's not any longer that fucking far. The problem with ships that actually still use sails, sails are a sadly rather inefficient way of doing things. Running out of schnapps, aren't we here? That ain't good. This island in particular is actually one of those that cannot easily be allowed to run out of schnapps. You have an ass lot of potatoes though. So I'm assuming my people are once again just, you know, not doing their bloody job. I tell you to fucking do something, but then we'll make sure that you're doing it in fucking spades. You catch me, people. Beep. A little papagag? Well, I will do that. Gladly even. You shall have your own little island. In your own name and image it shall be. Raboom, raboom, raboom. Leave me for a nice little warehouse. See how nice of a person I am. You shall get your medium island. It's the next step. First the cannons, then the islands. As soon as these people here have started realizing that we need more, it shouldn't take that long. Ah, this is going to hurt. So yeah, these people are already at the state where they do want to have a church. No, how precisely would this be enough? Kind of feels like it wouldn't be, considering the sheer amount of people. Now, I do have a look on the ship down here, so don't worry. We'll see when it actually lands, and then we shall make use of it to deliver our weapons of mass destruction.
Reached a new milestone.
If that is your particular pleasure, but do keep in mind I'm the one producing all of the necessary resources to even build on that island, eh? You need to compromise with me here a little bit. We need to do this in a corporation, basically. Because you might have an island, but yeah, it ain't gonna get you far if you don't have any resources on it. Nah, don't worry. I'm not that mean of a bastard. We are gonna play this nice and easy.
Admiral!
Yeah, shut up, I know. You always have a new expedition for me. Every 5 minutes, I could almost count on it. Now then. Oh, no, this church actually looks somewhat neat.
Careen into the unknown.
Yes, I know. You careen somewhat. Somewhere. Oh, you're already making big plans for your island.
A new commission?
That's good.
Unfurl the sail.
Yeah, it's very good. Now, build this. And my people are unhappy little pieces of shit, but I never expected them to be grateful. But that should make them somewhat happy. It's surprising what a little church can't not do for your people. And 50 bricks should be more than enough for this nonsense I've planned here. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Everything is as it should be. While we wait for this, actually, let's take a look at...
Copy?
Yes, please, because I do still need to keep your money up. Ah, a bread shortage. My. It would be a shame if somebody were to be like... Spend, spend, spend! Buying things make us happy, so buy now and avoid disappointing your spouse later. Who knows, you may have an accident tomorrow. So spend as if it's your last day on Earth. Yes, spend all of your money. If you don't know what to spend it on me or something. Nah, it's not.
Teacher of falsehoods?
No, it's not a falsehood. I'm just telling people to spend money. That ain't a falsehood. Now then. Which island, dear little papagag, would you desire? You have actually a few choices. Starting with the La Marine to Quakelot to... Oh, another Korosova. Another one. Interesting. To Tripurvi, to Verbon, to Groningen. So yeah, we'll just let this open. Yeah, you say medium size, but define medium size. Technically speaking, every island is a bit different. if we say this down here is a small island, then this would be a medium island and this would be a big island. But this is a unique island, so it's actually overly big. So you want some quake lot as your little... I mean, it has everything it could ever wanted. It has potatoes, it has grain. I mean, I guess it's missing hops. You can't produce any beer there, but you could get grapes, so you get some wine. Middle of Queen and Old Maid. That's sadly not settable. It's not an unsettled island. If it were, though, I would give it to you. Yeah, now it's disappointing. But that is actually why I counted them for you. Counted them out for you. I mean, if you still... This one, you mean? Oh yeah, I read it as, you know, hey, that's why I'm confused. This one. So Quakelot. Let's rename it immediately so I don't forget about it. Oh yeah, I can't name it because I'm not settled it yet. Okay.
Ship of the line reporting in.
Probably not a bad idea to prepare for that. Let's load up some shit and okay, let nobody say I'm an asshole. I will actually give you a nice amount of steel beams too. Actually, where would we settle the Papagak? I shall now claim your virgin soils as my own, quite literally. Don't worry. I don't tend to make decisions fast. Most because I'm also still waiting for things to settle in the old world.
Pull up your braces and thrust into the unknown.
Yeah, some other
One
time.
should keep one's promises.
Yeah, that's why I don't promise you anything. Smart move, I know. Fine, have it your way. I will redistribute it. And that's what you get for being a nice... what actually? Governor? And let's see here. That's not the right ship. Where actually is my ship? Ship? Where have you gone, ship? Ship? Oh, there you are.
Attention for the Admiral.
Already on your way. Ah, nice of you. The poor crew's like, what are we even doing with our lives? Sailing from A to B. Then again, thus is the sailor's lives. See, don't get any breaks. Oh yeah, you also have too much to way of steel.
New orders.
No, then you will now have time to think about if you want to set foot on your island on the northern or on the eastern side. I think actually that's all the sides we have. Yeah. Northern side and eastern side. Do think about that while I'm looking at this horrible nonsense and waiting for resources to build up. Particularly speaking, wood. Which, considering that we only have one sitting there, is probably going to take a while. The other ship is on its way to Skain to drop off its resources. Can I build this? Ah, because I did 25. But that's annoying. Precisely 5 bricks short. I'll have to deal with it at some point.
Place is booming.
Yeah, apart from the lack of beer, but well, we will have to kinda suffer through that. And it seems you're not actually producing enough in the way of sausages to keep you going. You're producing enough bread though, that's interesting. Yeah, probably not enough sausages because we're actually making something else out of them. Okay, but that should really be a problem. We still have an assload of flours and sausages. I think we still have enough pigs that we can reasonably... No, we can't afford that. More pigs it is. I guess we also had common... Actually, I think this is actually the only island where I actually go through the trouble of setting things up so that my working class people actually get resources. Now let's give it a time to actually start producing and see how this works out. Actually, this island makes, yeah... Strong Girl makes a nice amount of money. We do have a bit of a lack of farming workforce though. Maybe I kind of overdid it a bit with the upgrading. Let's actually make sure we get...
Lovely.
No. You all need to devolve. I need at least 100 in workforce, so I feel at ease. And also that's gonna, you know, lessen the amount of sausages we need to have to keep them happy and productive. You make a nice amount of money. You have a nice workforce plus, and everything else seems to be somewhat well and truly good. Okay, building them up here is probably not a good idea, all things considered, because, yeah, if they need a church, that's gonna be paid. Probably not a bad idea to actually pull them down here. No, you are? Yes, you have access. You... Heck yeah. Apart from the very outer ones, where I can just disappear from the face of the earth. Throop. Flags that were never here in the first place. See? Never there in the first place. Okay, so pretty much all of the islands around here have been set up. Well, next island on the long list of islands I need to deal with. What I assume will happen, sooner or later, is that my now bigger workforce is actually starting to probably eat through its resources. Understandably enough, mind you, but they're paid nonetheless.
You reached a new milestone.
Oh, we're a port city now. Have we already dealt with you? Yes, of course we have. I can see it in the sheer number of fucking workers on this island.
People celebrate your leadership.
Okay, but before we forget it,
People
actually,
celebrate your
Raboom.
leadership.
Raboom. Well, can't do anything about that. And you have a fire station. And a police force. Same for you, right? Yes. You should have everything too. Okay. I don't even need to ask. Yes. 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 Double yes even. Alright, we need to build a second one on this one because they kind of rebelled, didn't they? This island here, however. Unguarded. Yeah, as soon as we have some more. We have that out of the way. How does it look down here? You have a fire station. You have a police station. You have a church.
You reached
And suddenly you have an assload of workers. Technically speaking, if you were a bit more of a cunning planner, you would probably do this.
Awaiting new horizons.
Oops. A lot more efficient. Well, efficiency be damned. 1, 2, 3. You are kind of in the way. finally done with this. Now then, next is to settle the island. But that we're gonna do anyway, because we're gonna do it for yours truly, don't we? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I don't think I need to ask much of Skane. I don't think you can actually sustain many more workers. Okay, next in line. You have a police station. You don't, but you will get one. I can tell you that much. You do have a fire station, yes. Not bad actually. I mean, it's a busy season because, well, it's the season of taxation, quite literally, where we all have to girdle ourselves very manly because the state is going to take its cut brutally as always.
A new milestone.
Apart from that, and the added, benefit of having to do all of the preliminary nonsense I need to do. Not bad. I'm actually not feeling bad. I do always look forward and I can just, sit down, play a nice little round of Anno, and relax a bit. Helps one to see the light, and all of the troublesome nonsense. Yeah, I do like to hear that you're feeling good too. That's neat. Very so, I'd say. Now then, my people. You are happy. A very happy bunch, I see.
Breath of fresh air living here.
Yeah, it's the schnapps. Your island is not yet done, it is prepared. You still need to kind of decide on which side you want to land. You have the northern beaches or the eastern beaches.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Actually, you don't have potato, which means you're one of those islands that actually gets delivered too. As soon as you say which beach you want your little trading post on, I shall settle it immediately. The biggest one. That's
She had bunions, silly horncoot.
easy
So I
to
says,
understand.
Keep your feet in health or you can't work, and your 6 little mouths will go hungry.
Yes. Tragically, your 6 little mouses will go hungry. Such a shame. Such a shame. Oh then, rice people. Jesus, have I built many farmers on this island? Yep, all things considered, not bad. I think since this island is relatively big, I will actually build up a bit of a sausage production later on for them. Let nobody say I'm an unfriendly person. You still have that. Now, 8, 8. Yeah, we have this beach. Yeah, this is not even a question.
Aye.
The positioning okay for you, or do you want to have your trading post more to the left or more to the right, or just where it is?
Before you expand again, remember what we said, alright?
Quite literally a quaint settlement.
Ship of the line reporting in.
Quite literally, because there's nothing on it. Here, you have a waterfall, you have some iron, some coal, some copper. You have grapes, but you don't have any beer. Nah, no hops. Now think about what you want to do with your little island. We shall do so. I don't think I can do much for your schnapps capacity.
A new milestone.
Let's see then.
Ship under attack.
Yeah, it's always an attack. Not small wars. Let's start with marketplace. Honestly, no matter how you set this up, this is going to be somewhat awkward, but we can deal with that. Nice main street. The people can run around on it and celebrate. The next stream, the next Anno stream, well, because the next stream is definitely going to be tomorrow. You can bet your happy little ass on that one. But the next Anno stream, which is I'm assuming you are asking, that's going to be. We have today a Monday. I think that's going to be on Thursday. Where did I put my schedule? Sorry, my desk is a bit more messy than it usually is because of the extra documents that are sitting around. Because I do write myself a little bit of a schedule. Looks horrible. We had a... You see it? Corner of my eye. There, but yes, I see it. I have a plan for this week because, well, if I'm busy like this, I do need to write myself a plan, and the next Anno stream will be on, indeed, on Thursday. The fourth day of the week. Close to the finish line. The ship seems very bothered by being attacked. And what's going on here? The Temple of... that again. You know, this is a nice feature, but after a while it just gets so bloody repetitive. Repetitive.
We're adequately stocked.
Because for a while you have seen them all and you're like, huh, yeah, I would like something new. A grizzly hunter. Blah. Go hunting. Trust in hunter expert never feels misplaced, even when they recommend the party break into a passionate song. Sing the shanty Cheerly AO brings the crew together, whilst also dispersing the very bees deep into the forest. Of course it does. Honestly, imagine the shock from a poor animal's view, and for the first time they meet humans. They'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck is that? Ain't even funny any longer. Oh, this island actually has enough production, so it's not starving. What's your max stock? Yes, we can probably set this up to 100.
People celebrate your leadership.
And that's basically all we can sail, because I do kind of feel the need to build up more production in the way of potatoes and schnapps, though. It's always the
Fire
schnapps.
broke out.
Where? Oh, for feck's sake. Are you kidding me? At the edge of the fucking world, they're like, yeah, yes, here be fire. Ah. Okay. The game was like, I want you. I want you. Okay. You really like to do this. Now then. Back to the good old-fashioned ways of producing more schnapps whenever necessary.
I love
Yes, I believe you truly that you put your love into this. Mostly because I know what you're producing. Of course you're gonna put love into it. You're producing schnapps. A noble endeavor. Ah, yes. I said that the German soldiers were fearless. As long as you didn't take the schnapps away, that is, then they kinda got, you know, quite a bit more meek. Some mystical reasons. And with 3 great more potato farms, we can probably afford 3 more distilleries too. And a warehouse, because fuck you. And now we're missing farmers. It's not much of a problem, we can just devolve.
No less than we deserve.
Shut up. Give me back my farmers. I mean, in the long run, we can always rebuild them if we build up more people, so that's not a problem. For the moment, it's far more important that we actually keep the production lines going. Next island. How does you fare? You have a max of 250, which is 125. And 125. Then we might be able to make some nice money of it. Apart from that, everything else is good. Next island. I think the old world is almost at the point where I can actually leave it be. We're making plus 5,000 and we only have consumers 1. Yeah, bad luck, yeah, but that happens sometimes. No need to apologize. If there are other obligations you need to follow, not a problem. I will let your little island be as it is. And we'll build it up next time. If you have some time, come along on Thursday and we can build it up. Yeah, don't feel sorry. Yeah, other things need doing. Okay, that is already set up. That is already set up. Apart from that, are my people starving? They are not starving. Good. Yeah, but it sometimes happens. Life can be a bitch like that. I know that very well. Personal experience. Bye bye, little papagag. Have a good one, and well, look forward to the next time when we're actually going to build up your little island. We shall build it up most brutally.
The fire has been vanquished.
Of course, the fire has been vanquished. What are you talking about, you fool? Now, what's the problem here? Workers close. It ain't a problem, honestly. I knew that building up an as low amount of new workers would probably strain my production here, there, and everywhere.
The people celebrate
That's not
your
really
leadership.
something I'm too worried about. Not yet, at least. Actually, one of the reasons why I built up these storehouses before, and it's kinda related to that. So that they don't immediately run out, you know. Because the people do have a tendency to do that. Actually, you're not producing any bricks, are you? I'm pretty sure this island is not actually producing bricks. Why is it trying to sell bricks? That seems a bit stupid. Apart from that, everything else seems to be going actually rather well. So let's set the island aside. Wait a second, yeah. They're both not producing, but they're both trying to sell them. Why did I set this up? That's idiotic. 25. From that, fish, schnapps, everything else seems to be coming in spades. That is that. Next island. Are you actually producing bricks? You're not. You're also not trying to sell them. Is there any immediate problem we need to deal with? Okay, let's take a generous amount of wood. Okay. I might want to set up a more work close thing.
Just say the word.
Okay, the clipper needs to have some more bricks. We can ship them down. Was it this island? Yeah.
On our way.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Okay, everything else seems to be going rather well. Okay, these two islands definitely need bricks. I mean, that's a minor problem. Nothing we need to really be worried about. Everything else, though. It would appear that you're running out of work closing again. You're still not really making enough sausages. That ain't acceptable. shit, that's probably going to fuck me over, isn't it? Hmm. Nope, just barely saved it. And that should take care of that. We're producing more pigs, so that means we can use them too. Not a problem. Not a problemo. 100, which means 300, yeah. 300, yeah. Have a bakery, because we're still not producing enough in the way of that, and then let's actually set up another pig production. I mean, my people don't really like pigs, they are kind of polluting the environment apparently. They are so tasty.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Now this for you.
A great moment for all of us.
Yes, great moment indeed. They should absolutely crash into each other. And then slowly but surely this island will probably recover to a reasonable state. How does it look on your island? You're actually getting a bit into hot water with food. But at least that problem is easily solvable, and working close. Always working close these days. I feel like we've dealt with quite literally not nearly as many other problems as with schnapps and work closing. Sadly. Sad as it is. Actually, let me remind me, that takes 30-second production. And that takes 30 seconds. So basically, 1-1 is the ratio. Okay, a head should in the long run solve this particular problem. Sooner or later, that is. As for you, island, are you running out of anything? 150, it's 75. Are you even producing? No, you're not. Why am I trying to sell something that I'm not producing? So that building didn't make any sense. Okay, the people here are also about to starve. Not what I would like to call a good start. Also, schnapps. Did I already mention it? It is always schnapps with these people. No? I hope you feel enlightened now. Schnapps, 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 all day, every day, the people just want schnapps. I mean, quite literally, you can't basically let these people starve. They're not gonna get unhappy from getting starved to death. No. They're gonna get unhappy once you take their schnapps away. Of course. I have seen the light, I have seen the error in my ways. I should have become a politician and abandon all food production in favor of, you know, potatoes. And not to eat those potatoes. They're all gonna be turned into schnapps. People will spend every day just happily thieving until they die, of course. Really? Doesn't seem like my harbor's under attack, honestly. One more of those false alarms, eh? Now then. in the near future, this island should recuperate. But since we do need to actually deliver more goodies, as in more schnapps, from this island, probably wouldn't be a too bad idea to build up the production. I'm missing a few farmers now. Not a problem though. Just forcing a few workers out to make room for a few farmers and voila.
We need something first.
You get shit. Just takes a while. That's actually the one thing that really screws over the idea, because technically speaking it's not a problem. If it produces in 30, and that should be more than enough. But then some smartest is going to be like, but you have forgotten to actually account for the time it takes to transport things from A to B. I'm sitting there like, yes, I'm aware. Just can't be asked to do that.
Don't think you've won already.
Where's the
A
bitch?
rusty nail in the enemy's socket.
Where is the bitch? Okay, it seems like she has tried probably to build herself a new little harbor and was attacked and destroyed for her trouble. Understandable. Very understandable. At some point in the near future we should actually produce enough fish on this island again. It does, however, take a while to actually count the new numbers, basically. Now, this island does not produce much. Same can be said for this island, actually.
Aye.
Just say the word.
And where was the other one? It wasn't finished. Here. Okay.
The non-aggression pact has ended. The non-aggression pact has ended.
Beautiful beyond words.
Ah, Beryl O'Mara, you are
Alright.
nothing.
Just for you.
Now then, as soon as we have these resources shipped over, I think we can happily claim that we have done what we set out to do originally. Well, as in, you know, the goal of this evening was to actually set up the old world to be a money-making machine. Doing a good job, I'd say. Can I see an overview?
People
Residents.
celebrate your leadership.
Hmm. Hmm, 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 hmm. Okay, we make like 5,000 plus the newspaper brings us 1,700, so we can ignore that. So we can finally start doing something else than just continuous consumerism, so we don't go into the negative. The workers are basically what's keeping us afloat. Quite literally. That's good. Let's see the individual islands though. Population. Goontown, you're actually making me worried. There shouldn't be much of a change here. That should stay basically the same. Okay. Yeah, I think we actually have done pretty damn well so far. I think we can safely say that the old world, the oldest old world, the one we started in, has become pretty much a safe haven. Production is flowing, the people are somewhat either happy or content, depending on where you live precisely. And, well, everybody is paying bloody taxes. As long as I'm the one getting those taxes, fucking happy. Yeah, we don't have that too. And anything else? Yeah, of the usual nonsense. Do we have any quests though? That requires an engineer. That requires us to continue the main storyline. Ambassador it is. Ambassador. Deliver an Ambassador artifact of epic or legendary value to King Ducey and Twani. Okay, do we even have an Ambassador? Well, I mean, I have an nest full of animals.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Emulsia M1897. The Great White Flag. That doesn't look like it's a Besson though. Well, maybe we'll find one on one of our little expeditions at some point. We shall take a nice look at Little Papaganj Island, which is, well, still very small, but has potential. He shall himself decide what to do with this particular island. We shall not interfere with it at all. That is his and only his decision to make of or not what he wishes to. I actually have a nice one. I mean, I guess we could start producing goulash. We can't.
Tricky this stage.
Because we don't have enough artisans, of course. That was actually why we didn't build it, wasn't it? Yeah, that was precisely why I didn't build it. Well, it wouldn't be a fair assessment of Crown Falls if those weren't already built up and ready to go at a moment's notice, quite literally. I do like how it's built so very, very samey in every direction. Has something satisfying to it, but something very unnatural. See, this is what happens to city planning if you let a human do it. Usually cities grow over time. Some of Europa's greatest and oldest cities are actually quite maze-like.
Pity the workers.
Inside.
When I think of
Which of course comes
Under attack.
from the simple fact that they have grown over time. The same narrow streets that once, you know, had to, at worst, hose, led through, you know, horse-drawn carriages, had to grow up quite a bit to actually allow for cars and other such things to pass through. Financially speaking, actually, that's okay, 1404, you make money. You make money, you make money, you make money, you make very, very little money, but you make money. You make money, you make a little money. Don't even care if the islands just make little monies, as long as they're actually making money. Town. Okay, Remedy needs to be dealt with immediately. Apart from that, okay, where's fucking Remedy? There it is. Looking at me very smugly, going like, oh, yes, yes, I'm gonna cost you money now. That should solve that problem. Yes. Okay, drill away. Crown Falls makes money. Goontown costs us a nice lot of money, but that's true because it's only really having production buildings going. Ugh, little Papagak, you cost me money. A whole 19 per tick. And better. Ah, Besser is kind of fucked, isn't it? With that, basically we have minus 400. Minus 400, minus 430. Minus 430, minus 990. Let's say 1000. 1430. Yeah, 1430 minus. We can compensate that with the old world, no problem, but it's a bit annoying. I mean, I, have 5 billion in my pocket, so I'm not too worried, let's just say. Expeditions.
We can hope for fair winds, nothing more.
Diplomacy, hey. Oops. Where is anyone good at faith? 10. And that ain't helping. I mean, I guess as long as we have diplomacy set up, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Go for gold.
Ceasefire has ended.
Oh, the Mirabelle needs to be re-equipped. I can probably give you something nice. Yeah. 79. Okay, that's more happiness, but we don't need that. Oh yeah.
Of course.
Purge the demons. Look at this picture. This is you. Get thee now to church. Discover your inner Puritan. I think we can't afford that. Can't afford that easily. Eschew envy. Stop consuming. Set aside your acquaintedness, your materialism. Learn to nourish your spirit. There's nothing new here, nothing new here. I think everything is set up rather nicely. Ah, nice and easy. Fur coat. I guess we could start producing some here sometime. Yeah, we do have furs here. Oh, that actually was it, eh? Yeah, that ain't much. Yet. Still waiting for the old lady to capture the last island so we can take it from her. That's why I'm trying to keep some influence for me. Maintenance cost minus 6%. Considering that maintenance cost is basically the highest cost factor we have. That's amazing. And that would be even more amazing. But that would mean I would need to use more influence on that. I will think about this deeply. Some other time. For the moment, since we are finished with the old world and the old world is running, we shall focus on this one. This shall be our new goal for the moment, that we shall build up upon most brutally. I shall make this into a spitting image of the old world, just better and bigger and with more colors. Basically.
Our cruise was just as full as last time.
That's good. Yeah, for the moment, this shall be it. I'm running a bit late, sadly enough. It is, as I mentioned before, the season. Not of good hunting, but of taxation. Which is doing horrible things to my desk on one hand, and it's doing horrible things to my time frame. I kinda mentioned this already on the Discord, but I do try to diversify a bit the streaming time, so that different people from different time zones have a chance to join when they desire so do so. But for the moment, no promises when it comes to that, because, well, kinda hard to plan around, sadly enough. But yeah, for the moment, let me bid you adieu. Have a good one and all of that. And as for easily enabled ones, we have Little Papa Garg finally managing to catch a Anno stream, even though he had to leave a bit early. Thanks very much for dropping by. It is very much appreciated. As for everybody else, not as easily nameable, the more logger side of things, do feel appreciated. Pat yourself on the shoulder most profoundly. Remember that you're a good person. And yeah, generally speaking, thanks for dropping by. Always good to end on a good note. Have a good one, and see you tomorrow. And, well, I did tell Little Papa Garg when the next Anno stream will be. I will, well, let you find out what we're gonna stream tomorrow. Surprises, surprises! Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be, who knows, something else. What's life without a bit of a nice little surprise to look forward to? Well, and with that most joyous of notes,